But I think that all countries, not only European countries, must do something. The world economy is in a turmoil. All the economies are facing some kind of problem. The development countries are not growing, have huge unemployment, and face the risk of deflation. Even Germany, which is the only one strong enough to help the rest, is not growing as expected, and it insists that the solution is to the Eurozone crisis is through austerity and not through investments. What the European Central Bank has to do, in my point of view, is to begin buying bonds from the European countries through the creation of more money in order to provide liquidity. Interest rates are as low as can be. There is a fear that the US might begin raising its rates next year, which would have a negative impact in the rest of the world. The recent fall of oil prices is a mixed blessing. It will affect the oil exporting countries and have an positive impact in the importing ones. But it can increase the risk of deflation, particularly in European countries. The overview of the emerging markets is mixed. Those that export commodities face diminishing demand and will attend the growth less than before. Countries that have a diversified economy and that export to the US, like mine, my country, Mexico, face a better prospect. China probably won't grow as expected, 7.5%, and that will affect negatively Asian countries as well as exporters of commodities. At this moment, the crucial thing is to invest in infrastructure and to create jobs and to get economies once more again moving. Buongiorno, signore e signori. È un piacere essere in questa bellissima città di Firenze e Italia, in questo grande paese con i miei amici in occasione del Congresso nazionale ANDAF come Presidente degli IAFEI. Ora comincerò a parlare in inglese, vi ringrazio molto. Thanks to ANDAF and specifically to Fausto Cosi for the invitation to be here today with you. IAFEI was founded in 1969, and therefore it is now in its 45th year. IAFEI has had 33 chairmen, 3 of which are distinguished members of ANDAF, namely Romano Gulmani, Gabriel Fontanesi, Roberto Rovera. Today, ANDAF President Fausto Cosi is IAFEI Vice Chairman, and Emilio Pagani, ANDAF member, also our Treasurer. As you can see, ANDAF founding member is a very active and important member of ANDAF. Besides Italians members, today we have among us other 2 delegates from Germany. Helmut, please stand up to be recognized. Helmut Schnabel, Germany. And from France, Armand Angeli. Armand, where you're there, please. As a non-profit, as a non-political association, IAFEI, with 17 institutes members from equal number of countries, among others, Italy, France, Germany, Austria, China, Taiwan, Philippines, Vietnam, Mexico, Japan, and recently Greece and Russia, promotes networking opportunities for members' institutes, builds a wider understanding of financial practices throughout the world, and as well promotes ethical and best practices of financial management. In other words, we in IAFEI like to create value added for our members. By means of our annual Congress, as Mr. Presidente was saying, in Manila just a couple of weeks ago, and our 5 working committees, namely the International Tax Committee, which is led by a great Italian friend, Pier Giorgio Valente. Pier Giorgio, where are you there? He will be speaking shortly. International Treasury Committee, IFRS Committee, Observatory Management Control Committee, and the new created Anti-Corruption Committee. IAFEI Board of Directors just launched a slogan that, in addition to identify CFOs, will bring us together even more and emphasize the identity of IAFEI. The slogan is the premier global society of financial executives. That's what we are. As you may be aware, next year, IAFEI 45th World Congress will be held in the beautiful city of Milano, Italy. So, as Mr. MacArthur once said, so I shall come back. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Ortiz. Just a second, thank you. And I remember 2 weeks ago, Mr. Ortiz was re-elected for the third time, president of IAFEI for 2015. See you in Milan next year for Expo 2015. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. Terzo mandato per Ortiz Hidalgo a capo di IAFEI, vicepresidente internazionale Fausto Cosi. Poi mi ripeto, ne riparleremo più tardi. Allora, continuiamo con i saluti di benvenuto di questa seconda giornata del 31esimo Congresso nazionale di ANDAF, e dal Messico, torniamo in casa, torniamo a giocare in casa con il presidente di Firenze dell'Ordine dei Dottori Commercialisti, Gino Mazzi. Benvenuto, grazie di essere con noi, benvenuto a nome di ANDAF naturalmente, in qualche modo a padrone di casa.